Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Hi, I'm back. It feels like I've been gone for a super long time. Can you say MIA? It's been an interesting week in our household. Last week we were out in the sun and I got a pretty bad sunburn. I know. So it's just been all about taking it easy this week and trying to relax and get feeling better. So I'm back though, so no need to worry. Today we're going to be making a super easy card that I just think is absolutely adorable. I actually spilled water on mine, so on my sample one, so I'm glad that we're making another one. But before we jump into today's project, there are a couple things that I wanted to talk to you guys about really fast before I forget. So first thing, because I was kind of under the weather, whatever you want to call it this week, I did not post a new card class for this week of July. So what I will be doing is on Tuesday, July 25th, I will be posting the last free card class video for, or not video, the last free card class for the month of July. The details will be posted on my blog, just like I have been doing, with all of the supplies that you'll need. And I give you guys kind of a little breakdown of some ideas of what I would purchase. To make up for missing a week of classes, I am going to be throwing in a free embellishment with your class kit. I'm not sure, I haven't actually designed the projects yet, so I'm not sure which stamp set we're using. I'm not sure which embellishment I'm going to throw in, but you will get a whole pack of the embellishment. So if you've taken the last 2 weeks of classes, you'll know that you get some, like I use embellishments, but you just get enough to make your projects. So for this week, just to kind of make up and to celebrate because it's the very last week, I'm going to give you a whole pack of whatever embellishment we're going to be using. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am doing a free card class every week in the month of July. All you have to do to get the card class is to place an order of $35 or more on my Stampin' Up page, and you'll get the supplies sent to you to make 6 projects. You don't actually get the stamp set or the ink pad or anything. You get like the paper materials, the consumable materials to make, and then I do a video. It's an online class, and I do a video exclusively for class members to show you guys how to create the projects. And there are also projects that I don't share on any other platform, so they are 100% exclusive to class members. So I will be launching the last card class for the month of July on the 25th, which is in 2 days. And again, go head over to my blog to make sure you get all of the information for that. Second thing, really fast, I'm going to speed through these now. The second thing is, I mentioned it in a video earlier this month, July is coming to an end. So we have 2 really big promotions going on right now in July. The first one is bonus days. So for every $50 you spend, you get $5 credit to spend in August. So this only happens through the month of July. So you only have just over a week left to go and start racking up those bonus day coupons. So as always, you can go to littlemooncreation.stampinup.net and, like I said, place an order of $50 or more and you'll get a $5 credit for every $50 you spend. So if you spend $100, you'll get $10 worth of credit. If you spend $500, you'll get $50 worth of credit to use in the month of August. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is we still are doing our Christmas in July. So for anybody that's interested in becoming a demonstrator, right now is the perfect opportunity because you're getting a whole slew of free products on top of your starter kit, which is already an awesome deal. So I wanted to just throw those out because July is almost over. We're having some pretty awesome deals right now, and I wanted to make sure everybody knew about them if they were interested. So if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, if you have questions, if you want to know more about it, the more details, please let me know. Feel free to use the contact form over on my website, or you can just email me directly at littlemooncreation.com, and I'll get you all the information you need. I'm pretty open and honest about it. I love being a demonstrator, but everybody has to make that decision for themselves, and you can't make the decision unless you have all of the information. So I am happy to share the information that I have with you, talk to you about it if you're interested, and then you can make that determination for yourself. But it's a really great opportunity right now. I think it's an added value of like $70 something, and then you get a free stamp set that I don't even have yet. So anyways, that's that. And then the very last thing is something that I'm really excited to be doing now. So you guys see all of these cards that I make in these videos. Well, a lot of times, I'll be honest, I use a lot of cards. I do. But sometimes I don't. I make a card for an occasion like today. This is really like a wedding themed card. Well, I don't have a wedding that I'm going to anytime soon. So they sit in my little card organizer, and that's fine. I have cards ready to use, but I wanted to start giving back. So what I've decided to do is every class video that you see here, I guess we can call it a class video, every video here where I'm making a card, you are eligible to get that card for free. So what I'm going to start doing is give away a card. Oh, so the cards that I make, hang on. Let me explain this a little bit better. So the cards that I make, I'm going to pick one person that contacts me and just send them the card. So you'll get this, it'll be in a nice clear envelope, and then you can use this card for any occasion that you have. All you have to do is after the video is over, head over to my website, use the contact me form, and just let me know, hey Lindsay, I'd really like the card, the wedding card you made on July 23rd. And if I have that card available still, if I haven't already given it to somebody, I will send it to you for no cost to you. And then you have an awesome card to go ahead and use for whatever occasion you need it for. So I think it'll just be something fun. It's nothing big. It's just something fun that I can do to give you guys some of the stuff that I make here in case you don't have the supplies, but you really like one of the projects. So again, to get the card, all you have to do is head over to my website, use the contact me form, and just let me know that you want the card. And it'll be first come, first serve. So like I said, if I've already given the card away to somebody, obviously I won't have one to give you. So it's definitely first come, first serve. But if I have it, you got it, and I'll send it right out to you. So anyways, I'm done blabbing. On to today's project. We are going to be doing this super cute little wedding card. And like I said, mine, I don't know what happened in the matter of 5 minutes that I was setting up to film. But somehow water got on my sample, so I will not be sending anybody this one. I'll be sending the one that we make today. But it's super cute and it's so easy to do. This card's literally like 5 minutes at the most. And we are going to be using the Always and Forever stamp set today, which I had to have this one. I got married in this past September, and it was very rustic. We had like the whole wood planks and mason jars, and it was out on a ranch. It was very rustic, and this was just like, it just spoke to my heart and took me back from when we got married. So I really love this one, and I'm excited to use it in today's project. For the ink that we're going to be using, the only ink pad we're going to use is chocolate chip. And then I do have a couple of Stampin' Write markers. This step where we're going to use these is completely optional, but I do have Wild Wasabi and Blushing Bride. Oh, you know what? I think I grabbed the wrong cardstock. Did I? I did. Whoops. Well, for our cardstock today, we are going to be using Very Vanilla, and this is a piece that is cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. This is a card size that I've never made before, but I really love how it turned out. So the Very Vanilla is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then I have, this is a piece of our designer series paper. I can't remember what this set series is called. I'll put it on the screen, and then it'll also be in the coordinating blog post. I cannot remember. Oh, that's really going to bother me. Oh So Lovely, is that what it's called? I don't know. I need to just move on, or I'm going to be stuck on that forever. So this one is double-sided. One side has a pattern that's either in blue or pink, and then the other side has gold foil on it, which is super pretty. So we're using the gold foil side, and this piece is cut at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then our card base, my sample card, I actually used Blushing Bride cardstock. This is powder pink. They're both very similar. You could use either. We'll see how this one turns out. I don't think that you'll be able to tell much of a difference, to be completely honest. But This piece is cut at 9 inches by 4.5, and then I also scored it at 4.5 just to make it easier to fold. So let's go ahead and jump into the project. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is take this tree ring stamp, and I've mounted it on an E-size block. One tip when you're mounting this, what I would do and what I did to make it really nice and easy to stamp is I took the block and I made sure that the block was lined, like I could use my desk a little bit here, line up the block on a straight edge, and then I placed the stamp so the heart looked, the point was directly pointing to the end of my block. And what that's going to allow you to do is when you go to stamp it, because these are clear mount, you can't see through them, you'll be able to just align the edge of your block up with the edge of your paper, and you'll know that your heart will be perfectly symmetrical in there. So I had a little bit of a difficult time at first, and I was like, oh, that makes total sense. Why don't I do that? So I did it, and it works perfectly. So all I'm going to do is take my chocolate chip ink here and get my stamp nice and inked up. And then we're going to take this and our piece of Very Vanilla, and we're going to stamp it up towards the top a little bit, just like that. That looks good to me. And just give everything a second to make contact. Adorable. Okay, and now while we have our chocolate chip ink out, I'm going to take the stamp here that says Mr. and Mrs. and get this one nice and inked up. Like I'm telling you, this is a super, super easy card. You could even make these for like a thank you card for a wedding if you wanted to. I think these are absolutely adorable, and it's super easy. I'm telling you guys, I'm blabbing, so it's taking a lot longer. But if you were just sitting here cranking these out, this wouldn't take you long at all to make. So now we have everything stamped. I'll move that out of the way so I don't put my arm in it. And I'm going to take my Blushing Bride Stampin' Right marker here, and I am just going to fill in, whoops. I'm going to fill in this heart here. Now, I'm not going to be super particular about filling it in. I think it just gives it a little bit more of a kind of rustic-y look, but you could be super particular, obviously. So there's that. Super, super easy. And then I'm taking my Wild Wasabi ink pad Stampin' Right marker. And again, I'm just very willy-nilly kind of going to fill in these leaves. And I like leaving a little bit of the Very Vanilla showing through. I think it just kind of ties everything together a little bit. You can kind of see that peeking out, and it's just not super perfect, which I like. Then we're going to just flip this bad boy over. I'm going to use my dimensionals, and this is actually a really nice project to use the outside of a dimensional sheet. I save these. This is dimensionals material, so save them, and you can use them for projects like this. I think it works really, really well. So I'm just going to snip off the thicker edges and put those down just like so. And then I'm going to cut one side in half and put that right there. The other side right there, and then we'll cut this in half and put a couple pieces in the middle to make sure that the middle doesn't sag. Now, if you just had dimensionals, you could use just, you know, a bunch of dimensionals too. I just happen to have that laying around. I always end up with like 1 or 2 laying around at a time. Whoops. So I use them if I can. And this is a really good project for that. So then we're going to bring in our piece of Designer Series paper, and we're going to not do that. We're going to mount this on here. Now the border that I have on this piece is a little bit thicker than the normal border that I have. It's a 1/2 inch larger than this piece instead of just a 1/4 inch, which is what I usually do. And I just really wanted to do that because this Designer Series paper is beautiful, so I really wanted to spotlight it and make sure you could see it. And I'm having a hard time lining this up. Maybe I should stand up. That usually helps. And I have to get really quiet because I'm concentrating. Okay, so there's that. Let's flip that over, grab my snail adhesive. Put snail on all 4 sides and 1 bit down the middle. And then we're going to take our piece of powder pink cardstock and just line this bad boy up, center it just like so. And then because we already have our score line, it's just very, very easy to fold this in half. Make sure that crease is nice and tight. And that's the card for today, guys. So super, super easy. The only thing that I did differently on the Blushing Bride cardstock, before I adhered down the designer series paper, I took my Stampin' Right marker and I just brushed along the edges to give it a little bit of depth, a little bit of something different. Obviously, I didn't do that with this one, and they both look absolutely wonderful. So it's completely up to you if you want to add a little bit of something else. That's why this one looks a little bit different, but you could do it either way. You could do it with Blushing Bride, powder pink. I tried it with, what other colors? I used a couple other colors and it looked great. This was just the one that I liked the best. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's project. Again, if you want to get this card, I will send it straight to you for free so you can use it for any occasion that you need it. Just head over to my website and send me a message and I will get it sent out to you if you are the lucky winner. So I hope you guys are having a great day. As always, you can head over to littlemooncreation.stampinup.net to purchase any of these products 24/7. And always check out my blog at littlemooncreation.com to see what I'm up to, what projects I'm doing that I'm not sharing in a video. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week and I will see you in the next one. Bye!